Hi, in this video I repair the hook and loop strip beside the zipper on my parka, my Kelsey Trail parka, which is a winter parka. Think Arctic parka. It goes down below my knees, and even the hood is lined with down or whatever synthetic down-like material they use to keep it extremely warm. So what you're going to see me doing in the following video is stitching both sides of the hook and loop strip that has come detached from the flap that covers the zipper when you're wearing the parka. Watch here. This is the hook and loop strip beside the zipper that I am referring to. And it had come loose for almost the whole distance of the length of the zipper. But now I have repaired it and I have stitched it, but there were a couple of errors along the way. Make sure you watch around about 6 minutes into the movie, or the film or the video, around just after or around the 6-minute mark. I am doing a wonderful job stitching with the bobbin thread, not realizing that the needle thread has broken. It's a little bit funny, actually. I really enjoyed it. The other thing that I do that gives me a different look or a different view is that I film it from the side. I am facing, one way, and the camera is perpendicular to, the direction I am facing. So that's pretty interesting for me too. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit funny. I like it because even though it's a little bit slow, I'm good with nice slow videos of the needle moving and sewing. So if you like that kind of thing, you'll like this. Have a great day. Thanks for viewing. I really appreciate even just you coming here and viewing is support. Please subscribe. Thank you. And we'll chat soon. Adios, amigos, for now. Now, to be clear, I'm not sponsored by anybody, and I am entirely self-funded. I did do a search on Kelsey Trail, and apparently Kelsey Trail Sportswear is still in existence in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I was even able to locate an address and a phone number and a website and all that. So I'm going to see if I can find out from their information how old or when this model of parka was made. It was quite old. Even when I purchased it, probably close to maybe over 15 years ago, maybe 13 years ago. And it is warm. I want to tell you, they know how to make Arctic parkas at Kelsey in Winnipeg. So that's kind of where some of my research went, trying to figure out where this wonderful piece of cold weather sewing and designing, finding out about it. I really like the pattern there. I'm not the only one that likes this pattern. I have had on the street, walking downtown or whatever, I have had people comment with a complimentary comment about the parka. And obviously they're northern people, and they can appreciate a good quality, warm parka. This is a good parka at minus 27, minus 30 degrees Celsius. You'd need something underneath it, but it as a top layer, it is incredible. Anyway, I'm going to stop complimenting this piece and get on with the video. Be aware, I think I mentioned it already, it gets funny at around 6 minutes into the video because the thread breaks and I can't see it, but the camera does, because the camera films a different angle and view from what I see. Anyway, enjoy. Coming up soon in one of the videos that I'll be making, probably the next 1 or 2 or 3 videos, when I say few, is this imported high quality extra virgin wool Irish. It was imported from Ireland to Canada, and it's a wool sweater. I had another one that I kind of destroyed because I didn't know how to sew. Anyway, my point is that I am researching how to repair this, whether I hand sew it or machine sew it. Obviously I have machines. If I can do that, that would be okay. But I'm not the least bit intimidated by hand sewing, even though I haven't done any hand sewing probably since I was about 3 or 4 years old, or maybe even less. So when I was extremely young, barely out of toddlerhood, my mother taught my older sister and I how to embroider on like craft cloths that were kind of had a little nap, and you just had to, and it was a plastic needle, not a steel needle. And she also taught us how to knit, and I really enjoyed knitting. She also taught us, like before the age of 3, how to crochet. I was not all that much interested in crocheting, but my older sister was. So this is maybe where this latent sewing ambition comes from. You know, at 69 years of age, I'm reverting back to my 3-year-old or 4-year-old self in, you know, outskirts London, England. Anyway, I'm blabbing, I'm rambling, I'm reminiscing. You know what? It's my YouTube channel, I can do what I want. And I am gonna sew and fix and learn and have fun. You can too. Glad you're here. I have the zipper foot on, and I have the machine threaded, so we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. What I'm doing is I'm working on my parka, my winter parka, old winter parka, and what I have is a piece of hook and loop that has come loose for a good distance there. So I want to tack it down here shortly, like just for about 1 inch or something, and then also over here. And then I want to turn it and then do it across the top there like that. So I'll have like 1 inch there, 1 inch there, and 1 inch there, and that'll be holding that down, and then I can start down both sides to the other end. To this point, I've just been using squares of, you know, patches of cloth, swatches of cloth, and jeans. So this is a parka, and this is more in line the kind of stuff I'd like to learn about. But so here we go. Well, whatever, I have it. Let me see if I can get a stitch out of these rascals. The foot is down, the needle is in. I'm holding on to the thread. Cool. Now I'm going to reverse to do the back stitch to lock it in. I'm going to come forward just a bit. I'm going to stop. I'm going to take my foot off the pedal, and I'm going to raise the foot, and I'm going to turn the cloth 90 degrees. Now the needle is down in the cloth. And now I've made my turn. The foot is down. And I've got to do like 3 or 4 stitches and then back stitch, and then come 3 or 4 forward again, and then pivot again. Okay, the needle is still down, the foot is up. I can pivot back from whence I came, like that, and drop the foot, go forward to set some thread, and then back stitch it to lock it. Now I think I may have gone into, yeah, I missed it there. So I'm gonna pull the foot up, pull the needle up, move it over, drop the foot, bury the needle, and I'm going to stitch, and I'm hoping that the thread is in there locked enough that I won't get any knots. Let's see if we can stitch and back stitch. Cool. So fair enough, I'll take it out and raise the take-up lever, raise the foot, and move the cloth over to that side. And then I'll drop the foot, I'll bury the needle, and I'm going to stitch all the way down. It goes pretty much it goes right down to the bottom of the zipper. So I've got probably 3 or 4 feet on that one side. So what I might do is, well, I'll get started and see how the material holds up. I back stitched there right off the material, obviously. Oh dear. Well, I kind of got off there, but that's okay. We got it lined up again. Cool. Boy, it goes pretty smooth when it gets ripping. There, now I'm into the good. So I'll raise the take-up lever, complete that stitch, raise the foot, and I'm going to pull. You know what? I thought I was stitching and I missed or something a whole lot of, so that's pretty cool. So let's see what's going on here. First of all, I have no upper thread in the needle, or do I? No, I don't think I do. Okay, well, I'm going to have to thread the sewing machine and the needle. So when I last left off filming, I had had an unsuccessful experience with sewing along here. The upper thread had broke, and so it hadn't sewn as much as I thought it had. So I'm going to start over on this side now and do a bit of that and really check it and make sure that it's stitching correctly before I try and get a lot done. I had done a sewing test on some denim before I started this sewing adventure. I'm really having a good time. Okay, here's a part right here. And then I'm backtracking. Let me stop there for a minute, and I'll raise the needle, the take-up lever right to the top, lift the foot, and I'll pull it out. It appears some of it is taking, but I'm really going to have to go closer to the middle. I'm too close to the edge. The edge has denigrated sufficiently that it's not sturdy enough to hold the thread. Okay, the needle is down. I think I've got threads. And I'm closer to the middle of the piece. Yikes, I forgot to put the foot down. Well, we'll see. What's we got? So there, that seemed to work. I've got it tacked down now. There's the stitch on the other side, this white one here. Here, I should turn that a little further there. So I'm really pleased with this part. This has been much more successful than the earlier part. So now I can do the rest of this side that failed to succeed earlier. Okay, starting about here and going all the way down again. The foot is down, the needle is buried, so I'll go forward and then back tack to lock it and then carry on down until it's done. Easy boy, whoa, whoa. Now the take-up lever is up at its highest. Lift the foot, slide the cloth, and trim and see how it made out. So, there, it's done. So there, that's that adventure done for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed doing this. I'm starting to get comfortable sewing because I am sewing every day and I have made some mistakes and had to repair them. So it's coming along. It's it's one day at a time, learning one day at a time, having fun one day at a time. Thanks for viewing. Please subscribe if you can. I'd appreciate it. And come on back again. Stay safe, have fun. Adios, amigos.